Hello everybody, how you doing? This is Fahad and this video is about the specificity. Thank God I just pronounced it correctly. Okay, whenever you're applying the two rules to the same element, so how do you know which rule will be applied on your element? Okay, so here comes the role of the specificity. So this is the hierarchical order of the specificity. Okay, the first priority is the inline style, have the highest priority. After that we have the IDs, and after that we have the classes, attributes, and the pseudo classes priority wise. And the least prioritized rule here is the element. When we directly use the element or the pseudo elements, how do you calculate the specificity? Okay, to calculate the specificity you have these scores: 1000 for the inline style, 100 for the IDs, 10 for the classes, attributes or the pseudo classes, and 1 for the elements and the pseudo elements. So this is the order. This is how you can calculate the specificity of any element. Okay, so first of all we're gonna start with the element here. So I just want to add S2. Okay, so first of all I would start with the elements which have the least specificity score, which is 1. Okay, so I'm gonna write the S2 here and style it. Okay, the elements have least score, which is 1. Alright, so now I'm gonna use the classes which has the specificity of 10. The class would be different. Yeah, I would like to give it a color. Now I'm gonna use it on my S2 class different. Now you would see that our S2 heading would have the different background color. Okay, because the score of the class in the specificity is 10 and the score of the element is 1, so greater score always win. Okay, you can also override the padding if I want here. You can also do it with the padding. Now I'm gonna use the ID which have the specificity score of 100. So I'm gonna use the ID change. First of all, let me just change the background color, and now I want to use the ID here. That would be changed, and you know that the score of the ID is greater than the score of class and the element. So score of the ID here is, it has the 1 score, it has the 10 score. Now we have used the ID. It does definitely have the higher score, so it will override the values of a class styling and element styling. So we have just used the ID here. So now it would have the dark salmon color. Bingo. You can also change the value of padding if you want, 45px. And in last we have the inline style which has the highest score of specificity, which is 1000. So I'm just simply gonna use here the style. I would like to give it the color background. I want to go with the dogger blue color. So now as we know that inline style have the highest score of specificity, which is the 1000. Let me just add the comment here. Style is 1000. So in this situation it will obviously win. So let me just save it and run it again, and bingo, we have the Dodge blue color. We can also add the padding if we want, and this is how it works, and this is how the hierarchy of the specificity works. Okay, so there is one more thing that I would like to add here. So first of all let me just create. Okay, so alright, let me just style it. Okay, there was one more thing that I would also like to discuss here. When you are applying the two rules of the same category or of the same score, same type, which one would be applied? The last one would be applied, the one which is near to the element. The latest one would be applied. For example, I just applied a background color to the H3. So let me just change it, the color here. So which one of these styles will be applied? The later one, the latest one. So this one would be applied. So if I just try to add one more color. Okay, so which one of these three stylings would be applied? The latest one. Okay, so this tomato color will be applied. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is all for this video. If you really find this useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel, and bye bye.